Good morning.
Hello.
This reminds me, I didn't upload the video from last week. I'll do that.
Hello.
Hello. Do we know if William is going to join?
A good question. Let's see if he's online. I'll ping him, but maybe start
Yeah.
opening the board.
Yeah. Let me see here. All right. You see the board. All right. So a little bit of a slower week last week because it was KubeCon. So let's see. Did you guys have planning on Monday? I didn't check.
Yeah.
Right. Did you clean up? Have you discussed, or these are old? I
We left
remember
only your
these.
cards.
Hmm?
We left only your cards then.
Okay.
Just if we, yeah, exactly. If we wanted to share something on the cards, watch them.
All right. Let's go quickly through them. Lucian, I think this was closed automatically because it was stale. Yes. Uh, mm, can we do anything about it? Yeah, I mean, nobody replied there, so I'll just leave it stale. They can reopen. Disable default network settings in PEG. That must have been stale as well. Was it not? I merged? Why was
Yeah,
it
but
closed
on
now?
December. Yeah.
Why
But,
did it
oh no,
appear
weird.
there now?
Yeah, that's weird.
Strange. Whatever. Bytes versus sectors, unit is match. Did we fix it? We fixed it, and then we need to use it. Kairos agent. Maybe it's the ticket here. Wait. Grow position fields on resize cloud images with okay. Then a yip and a yipr and a workaround. So I guess the PR closes this as soon as we consume it in Kairos agent, right? And that would require a new yip version, which is 2 weeks ago. This has been merged 5 days ago. I guess there is no release yet. We will need the new release of this and a bumping everywhere. If you can cut one, let me actually, how do I check?
Okay. No, this is before. Okay, yes.
It allows me to draft a new release. Wait, I
Yeah.
have permissions. What do we call it? V1. Let me try 23.2 and generate the release notes. And see. Yeah, just this. It's a bug fix, I say. It's fine.
Yep.
All right. Publishing. So let's let automation take over and bump it. That should happen, right? But I'm not closing the tickets. No, I mean, it is closed. But anyway, it's gonna happen, so we can archive them. Explain how and when to pass the model option when building artifacts. It was just a docs fix. I think someone said it's not clear. So yeah, comment on another PR or issue, and this has been fixed. So all good. Crony D on time single on rail. Stale issue? No. It is indeed
I
fixed.
think somebody just added it and passed all tests, and they even tested it. So it was like, yeah, good for you. Let's get that in.
Crony D for all rail flavors get that now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, all right. It's just adding things, not replacing. Okay. When a command fails, include the command output in the error. That was just a fix in Yip because we were debugging something and actually I don't recall what exactly, but you should see better errors when something fails. Okay, so Dracut was failing and wasn't telling us why. From now on, you should see better logs, hopefully. And that's part of a previous release, I think. Bump Yip for better logging. Yep, it was bumped in Kairos init. Do not enforce security scan on JSON and X. I guess that's
This
because
was
it
just for
fails.
the releases.
Yeah, all right. Was something
Yeah,
really
yeah.
failing or?
The AG, the NX has some failures, yes. So we don't want to enforce it because there is no updates. And I also did the same for the AGX actually, because we don't really control the NVIDIA pipeline there.
That's an Ubuntu upstream fix that won't happen, right?
Mhm.
Are we planning to support NVIDIA boards with Hadron or it's not a thing?
Yeah, theoretically, yes, we should.
Even the
Which
old
ones?
ones?
Which ones, please? Yes, the newer ones.
Yeah, of course, not the old. Yeah, not the old one. Doesn't make sense. You know.
All right. I think I got a question at KubeCon about this. I wasn't sure if it's already working on any NVIDIAs. Yeah, something to keep in mind. We should get our hands on whatever is newer nowadays on NVIDIAs and try that out. So just there was some confusion on what the operator CRDs are, and people were expecting that if they change them, things would, reconcile. And just to make it clearer, I changed all of them to be immutable resources, except for maybe labels. I don't remember, but you cannot really change an OS artifact like an one-off implicit command. Build this, right? If I start building it, you cannot just tell me to build something else. It has already started. So they're immutable resources. You're supposed to delete them and recreate them, or use the generate name field to keep applying the same, creating this using the same YAML again and again, and you get automatically named with a suffix from Kubernetes resources, right? So I hope it's clearer now, and it's in the docs as well. I think, yeah, here we have a docs ticket. Aurora boot was bumped in.
Yep. This one had the fix for the Mac OS graphics, but we were not consuming it on the main repo.
The main repo builds.
Yeah. So for
Artifacts
releases,
for
basically.
macOS.
No, but I mean, we make a generic ARM build, and those ISOs need this fix in order for you to not have to edit the CMD line. Yeah.
All right. Documenting the above ticket, rename factory actors for Hadron.
That's just internal, because otherwise, every time we do a Hadron release, we have to go and change all the required jobs in the PR. Instead, with this one, the names are generic now. It just says Hadron, and that way we don't have to worry about that in the future.
Nice, because we bump versions Hadron more frequently than it happens with upstream distros, I guess, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Bump gRPC, that's what
CV. There was a CV, yeah. I think the biggest topic that comes out of this is long term, what's the plan with HPPN? Because we will continue seeing, like in this case, I couldn't bump it on HPPN, so I'm just marking it as we ignore it, right? I guess there will be a point where that is not okay anymore.
But is it coming from the lib peer-to-peer?
I think lib peer-to-peer is using somehow the gRPC somewhere, but only for some of their, so not for HTTP. I think that's why I marked it as okay. Yeah, I don't know. Where would you see that? In one of the builds of the provider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we should keep things around that we don't maintain and fix. So either we make this completely optional, remove it from the repo and let people pull it in as an, I don't know, bundle or whatever, and make the appropriate changes in the config. Or
To the
we fix
OSV
it.
scanner underneath, you should see what I wrote there.
vScanner.
Yeah, the previous to last file.
Here.
I think it's documented there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but there should be some pipeline that fails. If I go to actions, I should find something. No.
I mean, it's not going to fail anymore because
Here.
it's ignored, but
there is an USB scanner which complains about
3 days ago. Okay, that's new.
yeah,
this is new one.
Fixable, no?
Yeah, that's. I would hope it's fixable. I think the main problem actually comes from the Go version that HPPN is forced to have because of peer-to-peer. So we cannot bump to 126.1. Yeah.
You can check. I will have a look at the depth tree there.
Okay.
Because yeah, lib peer-to-peer also it's switched a little bit in maintenance. Like now it's community only, so there is not anymore. It's not anymore, properly. It's a little bit different now, so we have to also assess who it's going to be there in the long run.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I can't find the actual failure. So, Mauro, if you can point us to the failure, we can try to fix it.
I'll look for it and send it.
Oh, all right. And then automated release nodes diff changes. Have we automated that, or
This
was
is
closed?
just, it generates automatically a diff. If you see the last release, you should see now every component of Kairos displays the previous version, the new version, and items that were changed.
Oh, nice. Well, it says no changes. It means it was the same version. All right. And this
Exactly.
one. Really nice. And what did
Nice.
we do that?
It's inside the. You will see a GitHub workflow in Kairos repo, and it applies for releases. So it's just some script, some bash script
And it goes and
using.
edits that. Really
Yep.
nice. Really nice. Very good. All right. Okay. Driving. So, add support for Slim Micro in Kairos in it. Waiting for some kind of review or
I think
response,
we can close this one.
That was a
confirmation. Okay.
request
Yeah.
to support the Slim Micro, which is a very specific system. Before this, if you wanted to build a Kairos system under Slim Micro, you will need to have a Slim system already, because it comes without any repos or anything, and you will have to register it and get the repos and install packages manually and whatnot. So we just added to Kairos init now the whole workflow and the whole removing stuff, because it's also very special on what it has and what it shadows. Like it masks a lot of services. So yeah, now you don't need a Slim Micro host system just to build this, and it uses all publicly available repos to build it.
Nice.
So if you've got someone that is using a Slim Micro because support reasons, probably because they paid for support for that, they can now Kairosify that system and get support from SUSE still.
Are there any docs needed on how to do that?
No, it's just a normal base arc, base image input.
You just run Kairos init in your Docker file and it works.
Yep.
All right.
That's very cool, man. Good job.
So I can close this then.
Yeah, I guess once things work, people don't get to answer that fast as before.
Yeah, but we're very good at closing tickets, so nobody really waits for them to reply. No, support for Oracle Linux. There was initial, I don't know, Kairos init PR, partly supporting it, if I recall correctly, and then
I think we can. Oh, yeah, here he says something. Actually, I didn't read that.
it's designed only for us, so we will have to add that for Oracle Linux. I have some working brands, but some attention. He's at KubeCon. Okay, I guess he's gonna be back.
Oh, nice.
Did we meet him in KubeCon?
Yeah, he passed.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Maybe this has with you. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Met so many people.
It's
All right. Nice. I'll leave this open. Investigate CAPI. William, we got many questions about CAPI at KubeCon.
Yeah, it was pretty popular topic, huh?
Yep.
Yes, I was the guy there. Yeah, indeed.
Nice.
And you
nobody
said
thought about Hadron.
Nice.
That's why we didn't print T-shirts about CAPI.
I'll print them myself.
So you're doing Metal Cubed now.
So there were several people asking for bare metal provisioning of Kairos, this capability in CAPI. And I asked to put in issues and open comments, open requests, and specify what provider they're interested in. But most of them, beside one that didn't really care, it was open to everything. Most of them were talking about Metal Cube. I've spoken also with the Metal Cube folks, and they have shown something that is not very well documented, but is there, which is the support for install image, not only what I thought as cloud images. So if this is the case, then we can venture into developing for Metal Cube. I'm just trying to get a sense also from you guys. What do you think? I'm open to it, and I can build a lab based on sushi tools. That's common, very common to develop against Metal Cube. But I think that if we want to get interest from the community and people to try it, it has to be Metal Cube. Otherwise, we might not get interest, and we might not find bugs and improve it.
Makes sense. I don't know how
Yeah.
much effort it will be, but it does sound like the right path.
So somebody else was also talking?
No, I was saying I'm just creating a ticket, but yeah, go ahead. I'm writing the ticket. Let me know what it looks like.
I was about to say, I mean, Metal Cube is the one I was thinking originally as well, and Mask. That's the only two I was thinking. After to have CAPI. So yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I guess what we should define there, if possible, is whether it's going to be long-term Kairos supported or community supported, so to speak, so that we're not in that pickle again, like with the providers.
Yeah, the thing is that well, the provider, the Kairos CAPI provider, I mean, it's us, right? I mean, once we stabilize it and we register it in the official provider list, I mean, it's us that support it and upgrade it and patch it and so on and so forth. Of course, the integration with Metal Cube or with whatever KubeVirt. So yeah, that point that Dimitris opened to create the scaffolding for everybody to build their own makes sense. Personally, I think that there should be a baseline that we support for sure, of providers, let's say, and providers that are commonly used and that are relied upon, and that obviously KubeVirt, vSphere, and Metal Cube seems reasonable now, but it's also a little bit of ignorance in what storm is going to get us afterwards. So I think it's reasonable. Yeah.
All right, I created a ticket. I'm fine trying to support whatever we can test automatically. I just don't like us implementing stuff that needs special hardware. We do that once and then we forget, and nobody knows if it's working or not, right?
Right.
So
That's why I'm brought up Sushi Tools. So Sushi Tools is a framework to for testing with virtual machines, the BMC, the provisioning of Ironic based provisioning through Ironic based provisioning. Sorry. And that's how far we go. We're not going to be testing on, I don't know, Dell and HP and this. That's implementation integration that the community should be. The people that use it should ask specifically maybe some things, and we have to draw a line where we can help and where we cannot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so yeah.
You did a demo before KubeCon. We saw how it works, except for Ichaka. I'm not sure if we had a recording. At this point, I think we don't want to drag this ticket for forever. Maybe whoever is interested gives it a try. We may discover some, I don't know, little bugs here and there, or not at all, and then we just release it.
Okay.
We document it, and then we go from there, like adding more features with smaller stories and such. I mean, this
Yeah.
is pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, shall we? So there in the organization, in the Kairos organization, there are two CAPI repos. One is Cluster API provider Kairos, I think it's called, and another one is the one that I created, Kairos-CAPI. Given that most of the developers that are putting together providers, they call it cluster. Let me
Yeah, one is this Cluster API provider Kairos, right? Let me see.
Yeah, I was actually, this is a more coherent name. My idea is, should we rename the Kairos-CAPI? I was about to create an issue, but I didn't. Should we rename the Kairos CAPI provider into Cluster API provider Kairos and archive, or do something and rename these as something else? What do you guys think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good mind.
Yeah, definitely we should archive that one. We kept it around just as demo example, right? So it was like more of a sketch.
But if you like the name, just instead of archiving, just push this here and archive this with a note and say moved there, right?
Yeah, I could also do that. Yeah, of course.
If you like the name, I mean.
Yeah, I do like the name. Yes.
All right. Sounds good. So I'll just leave it there for one more week to
Yeah.
give us the opportunity to play with it. Let's hope we find time to play with it, and then we just move it to done. But yeah, we can already start worrying about other stuff like Metal Cubed or whatever. It's just to remind us to have a look and play with it more.
Okay, so what I will do, I will create a couple of issues for me, so for tracking, to move repo, to refactor all the references to the repo, and then to initiate the metal cube, then stabilize the hell out of it.
For Metal Cube, I added one. For the other, feel free to create a ticket if you want for the migration.
Yeah, cool.
And feel free to add. I mean, this is just a stub. It doesn't have much information, but feel free to update it with more information so we can keep track of things. All right, thanks. And the Coq operator, nothing much happened. I was just waiting for someone to provide feedback. Let me check what's the last documentation part of. Wait. Okay, let me remember. I think Mauro, I sent you the instructions of what I did, or we're supposed to.
I need to follow up with that. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Should I just leave it there then? Maybe I can put your face so you feel the pressure.
Don't worry, the pleasure is felt.
No, I have to put your name. Wait. There you are. Now you're exposed to the community.
Sounds good.
No, but yeah. Anyway, here it is. So, what are we doing if we're doing something? Redesigned homepage. I remember you had a very nice design I looked at. I guess it's not done yet, Mauro?
Yeah, indeed. I was working on the simplest way to get initiated with a Kairos example. I'll get back to that starting today, and hopefully this week we will already have something. Yep.
Alrighty. Relate with FIPS. Are we working on it or waiting for a reply?
Waiting for a reply, but I will say let's close it for now.
Is it done?
Yeah. That's on the latest Kairos init 08 or 08 085.
All right. And then I can Just close it like that. Come on, come on, come on, go away. And then create reusable workflow for servers using our CI. That was something Chaka didn't like. We can create it anyway. We don't have to consume it. I wanted us to create. Yeah. Wait. It's gonna look nice in the end. Don't worry.
No, it's
So
not. It's more layers on top.
yeah, but they're gonna be hidden, and you won't know. It
No,
will
they
be
are
a black.
not. When they broke, you're gonna have like 7 layers. Come on.
Chaka,
Oh.
the keyword is abstraction. The second keyword is platform.
So I
And then
have to
containers.
abstract from fixing anything that breaks. That's what I'm hearing. I will
Exactly.
abstract from touching anything. Okay, that's fine for me then.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, this is about using the operator to build the artifacts in our CI. We can try. I think I took that because I only had a day left before KubeCon and I wanted to take something simple that AI could do for me. I don't remember how far I got, so I have to pick it up again. But the idea is that we spin up a kind cluster and somehow casting so we don't have to pull all the images, whatever, and then it builds artifacts using the operator. That's the idea, and that's wrapped in a GitHub action that people can reuse so we eat our own dog food. I leave it there and maybe I can put my name so you remember I was the one that pulled it in. But it's not a high priority, so we can move it back and take something else if it's more urgent. Yeah, so this was a step to support this. I wanted to mount a host path, like a host directory in CI, so I don't need exporters to or Nginx and download it from there and whatever, right? So I wanted to make the artifacts volume, which is now hard coded as an empty dir, make it configurable like the rest of them, like the build context and some other volumes there, the keys and whatever. So I wanted to make the artifacts volume, which is where we store the resulting artifact, configurable, so I can make it a host path volume, and I don't need to export anything, right? I just find it on my host. So for CI, for this pipeline here, it's going to be useful. We're going to find the artifacts in a directory and done. Less steps needed. So that's what I was trying to do. I think this makes some tests break, if I recall correctly, so I have to continue here. But yeah, that's why it's here. And then NVIDIA Thor, which I've never heard before, with Kairos and Hadron. Is that a new board?
Yeah, so that's the next generation board from NVIDIA, which is supposed to work out of the box like a normal thing, right? It has ACPI and no more device tree, and you can just put a USB with an ISO and install it, and it will work. Well, it doesn't, but whatever. So I got one of those now, and I'm porting Hadron to it. I got it running with the NVIDIA driver built from scratch. Still missing some stuff, like for example the NVIDIA user space tools. They go along with the driver version, and the driver version for this thing is very old. It's 580, I think, 580, and the latest tools that are 580.126 or something like that. They don't provide older tools and whatever. So yeah. So the next step is to be able to run the GPU operator, the NVIDIA GPU operator on it via Kubernetes. And that's what I'm working currently on.
Nice.
So they made the Raspberry out of the NVIDIA boards. Nice.
Yeah. It's only a bit more expensive than the RPI, but
Yeah. But at least, yeah, they made it for humans now. You can actually boot like a normal person. Nice.
Yeah, it actually has like a normal FE firmware.
Yeah.
So the idea is to run trusted boot UKIs on this. Unfortunately, they have a bug in the FE firmware, and you cannot boot them. So first, I'm gonna try to run the GPU operator to confirm that we are building the NVIDIA drivers correctly, and then we will move to that, which probably needs changes upstream. This thing is like 4K, something like that. It's very expensive.
How much?
I mean, 4K,
Wow.
4,000 euros. Yeah, it has 128 megs of DDR5 already, so that's probably like half of the price.
So can we say you got your NVIDIA now and you stop asking
No,
for NVIDIA?
this shit doesn't
You
run any games.
you heard about
I
it.
tried.
You heard. You heard.
No.
I have an
At
NVIDIA.
last.
He said it.
Don't do me dirty. Come on.
That's why you were wanting to send it to someone else, right?
Yes.
Lucky
Ichak,
you,
so
Chaka.
so the GP 300 that I ordered is not necessary anymore, right?
Man.
All right. That should keep you occupied for a while, right? So
Oh
we
yeah.
already have okay. So we have a big ticket there. Let's see what else we can do. So we already talked about CAPI. Probably this is going to be next after migrating the repo. Then we start with Metal Cubed, and for some of us, it's going to be, let's play out with what we already have. Maybe, improve the docs if we find some issues and whatever. So we have CAPI work to do. We have open tickets already. Both Mauro and me, we have to finish what we did unless there is something more urgent, but we'll go through the list now. And then, Chaka, you have the NVIDIA Thor. I have a short week because I'm off on Friday. So it looks like we already filled the capacities, at least from what I see.
I
Let's
also have a
Mhm.
short weekend. Short week. It's
Is there any public holidays for you guys? I think it's the
yeah.
Catholic Easter in some of the countries, no?
Yeah, exactly. So I got
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday and
Thursday and
Monday
Friday.
Yeah.
or something like that.
So
Also here. Yeah, true. It's
for me,
Friday and
it's
Monday. Oh.
Friday, Monday.
yeah,
For me
same for
that
me,
will
I
be
think.
next week. Okay. All right. So short
Depends.
week. We don't need more tickets then. But let's check GitHub issues in case there is anything incoming we want to discuss.
There was a
Mm,
fix on Jeep. Somebody sent this weekend. I'm not sure if there is a ticket because somebody opened a ticket and then closed it because it was already been taken care of via this Jeep thing.
So am I looking for a GPR or a ticket?
GPR, yeah.
This one, the merged one. No, the bytes versus
No,
sectors.
no, a
No?
new one, a new one.
Handle more than just NVMe devices?
Yes, that one.
Okay, first of all, let me just put it on the board here so it doesn't get lost, and then let's check what it is about. All right, it is about does not exist, no such specified, then wait, what does it do? I remember this.
Yeah, it's something when you pass a device for the expansion that is one of these special ones, like NVMe's or MMCEO book, like in the Raspberry. It reworks it to get the partitions properly, but I think Copilot had a good answer that if you pass an image, which we also support, I guess, with a number at the end, it will just fail.
So it needs fixes.
It needs a good checkout to see if it's correct or not. I guess because it looks like it's correct, but maybe it's not. Yeah.
Okay. I added that on the board under review. Let's have a look. Where am I? Okay, tickets. We added that now. Jasper opened this one 3 days ago. After upgrade, change boot entry to active. Was that what we discussed about resetting NVIDIA's? Mauro,
I think
maybe?
so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So at KubeCon, Jasper told me reset doesn't work on the NVIDIA boards for some reason.
There is a ticket around from him. He also updated it last week, but I could not. I was too busy with this stupid thing, and I could not tackle it. But basically, NVIDIA, we used to build the raw images for NVIDIA with scripts that have their own group stuff, for example. And that means that when we updated something in the group, like the state reset, we made it like part of the official group entries instead of being an external one. They didn't get that automatically because it was a different group and different files, and we created different. Basically, anything that we fix on the images via Aurora was never trickled down to the NVIDIA images. So the idea was to create the NVIDIA images via Aurora, so we have them in sync with any updates that we get.
That's because you use custom scripts. Okay.
Yes.
Now I get you.
And the only thing that they have different is that you have to provide the image files, not the final merge image. So we create image files with the different partitions, and then we merge it into a big raw image. NVIDIA needs just the image files, not merge. So it should be really simple to implement. It's just doing the same, but skipping the last step.
Okay.
And that would fix this if we did that.
No, this one is a different one. It will fix the issue that he probably complained about in KubeCon. Yeah. Especially
it's not this one. So this is a different one. Okay. Instead of reading it now, I'm gonna just put it here so we can have a look. Where did it go now? Here. I'll put it there. What else? Upgrade from Alpine flavor to Hadron. Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah. We still need to check this.
Okay. On RPi. Run Kairos. Okay, this actually was never official support. I mean, you can do it, but there is no guaranteed result. On RPi 4, where is the outcome? Expected behavior, no bootload upgrade from SSH. Yeah, so he lost connection, but we don't know what's wrong. I mean, this is not enough information. We would have to try that out with an actual monitor connected. Maybe the problem is obvious. It could be partition size. It could be what Hadron is that? Is this the Kairos Hadron? Yes. In QA. The other one is on.
Yeah, he already tried on 400, 401, 402, and 403.
And they all fail. All right.
They all fail, yeah.
But that needs an actual device connected to a monitor and a keyboard and whatever. I'm gonna put it there, but it's lacking the outcome. I mean, I would prefer to see the ticket that shows what the screen shows instead of us having to reproduce it. Anyway, I'll put it there. but it's most time consuming because of having to reproduce. User local from persistent partition is shadowed when C6 merges. Isn't that how it works?
That's answered already. I asked for, because it is how it works, but we override that with our Oh,
Wait.
I answered in the in the discussion.
There's a
If you go to the
discussion.
first line, there is
yeah.
a discussion.
Oh, you can transfer the comments there. And Ubuntu
I'm not
seems
sure
to be an
why
issue.
I answer here instead of on the other part.
Just make a copy of it.
I'll let you do that because wait. Oh no, there's no.
Yeah, code reply for it. No, copy link would be.
That won't put it in line. Code reply will do this for me, and then I can probably relax
The
and
whole
go
thing.
there.
Yeah.
Maybe it works. Okay. And what does it say? Is it not a bug? Is it a bug? Do we need to fix it?
It's something weird because we already covered that by specifying specific directories instead of the whole user, because otherwise it will just break or user local or user state theirs, which is what is happening to him. So it's probably the shell that is not logging in with the shell properly, so it doesn't load the profile, which has that set, or something is broken.
Can we reproduce? Have you reproduced it?
Nope.
Do we have enough information to reproduce? What does it do? Oh, I'm installing Kubernetes binaries using C6. No link to that though. Resulting files there does not include files from persistent source. I found some related issues on systemd. And who started it?
Super Sal.
Last month. Has he been active? The fix seems to be available on systemd 257. There is a fix.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
for
no,
older system.
yeah, he's talking about letting the partitions be immutable, I think. That is something that you can now do with systemd newer versions, like load the 6.8, but don't make them the partitions immutable or the directories. Just let them as they are, which we don't have support, so it's
not a fix.
No, not for us.
Okay, but we still need to reproduce. Again, a ticket which does have clear reproducing steps. I didn't read it thoroughly, but it doesn't give us link to the C6.
I'm just saying, if you check the commands that he launches, that caret or whatever it's called in front of the commands shows that it's using probably a really weird shell, maybe telnet or something like that, and that won't load anything in the profile. So it is probably expected.
Wow, good observation, man.
I suspect he just changed the prompt because see, there's no space here, but there's a space here. I don't think this is a copy and paste from his cell, but I could be wrong. Anyway, either we can reproduce or we can't.
Yeah, let's ask also for those questions, right? Like what kind of shell
Yeah.
he's using or whatever. And that way it's not on our end at the moment.
I haven't read any of the replies or the description thoroughly, so I don't want to reply anything. So feel free to ask. I can pull it in below the waterline because we already have started, some discussion around it. So
Yeah.
let's try to close it if we don't have to do anything. So I'll put it there. Support NVIDIA Thor we discussed. NVIDIA match building documentation. Maybe do that after we move to Kairos in it. Which is which ticket? There's no ticket. We had a ticket. Maybe as part of this? Or where's the ticket where we say stop using custom scripts for NVIDIA and use Kairos in it? Is there a ticket like that?
There was one. It was on a ticket open from Jasper. Search for state reset, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
3905.
That one. Yeah. It's on the
Wait,
top
what?
of no status.
The top one, this one. Oh,
Yeah.
no. All right, so that's maybe something we want to do before NVIDIA Thor support, or you don't want to mess with Kairos in it?
Doesn't matter because Thor support depends on you using an ISO like a normal system, so it doesn't have anything to do with the raw images.
That's pretty cool that they are moving towards that.
Yeah, if only it worked, right? That would be even cooler.
Yeah, I guess so.
I pulled it in. Investigate system D260. What do we gain by that? Just to know what's coming, or?
No. If you cross build in Docker and use system D260 with QEMU underneath it, it will just do a segmentation fault. This comes from QEMU. The post-market OS guys also, I open a ticket upstream. The post-market guys saw it and they fix it themselves. It's
Nice.
Yeah, it's an issue on QEMU on one of the implementation of one of the syscalls that they are using an int32 instead of int64 or something like that. Very complex thing. They just have a patch on there. We will just need to wait, just in case somebody hits this, because I'm hitting this building Hadron locally cross arch. So
okay,
just it's an upstream thing and it's fixed.
nice. That was a spam thing.
Yeah, we could just
No,
close
not
it
anymore.
down.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
no?
It was a legit. Wait,
Yeah, it seems so.
Ah, nice.
not this. Where did I put it?
The last one.
Build a guy install Cube Stellar. Okay, and then
It's a CNCF project. I wasn't even aware. That's cool. It's really read like AI spam, to be honest.
Yes.
But that's exciting that it's not.
integrations doc. Centralized in the integration section. Okay, this goes
Would have
under
been nice
review.
if they came to us during KubeCon.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. No, maybe they had a.
Well, I didn't see them. Okay.
Yeah, me neither. But
Did they
yeah,
have a booth?
worth talking to them and see what they do, maybe getting a demo or something.
Yeah.
Right, I moved it to under review. That's where it belongs, and then consolidated test. It's a chore. I don't need to discuss that. Coco workloads in Hadron because it was breaking in AWS that I tried it, and then I tried did I try that? Yeah, it was. I think it's a kernel panic. Yeah, because we needed some kernel compilation flags, some options enabled. Then we discussed a bit. Then we weren't sure if we should that manually in the files or use the tools to
Oh,
enable
that's
them.
that's the ticket that there is like 3 different pull requests,
Yeah,
approve and
yeah,
green, and nobody's capable of merging them. Just
yeah. Okay, but that
I'm
goes
not.
up
I'm
there
not merging
in
that.
progress actually. Come on, man. We
I
need
approve
that.
it. It's enough. I approve it.
I can merge it. I don't care. I'll merge them all and see what happens. But yes, it's in progress. Let's just finish this. The rest I think we discussed, except for this last time. Yeah. All right. I think we are good at this point, and we're on time. The order is pretty much finished what we have in progress, and then we added some two NVIDIA tickets for some boards, fixing 2 bugs, and documentation. This we can close unless someone is actually doing QA on Hadron. So generically, is there any concrete action on this one? Oh, yes, there are. There's a checklist. All right, this generic. Someone have tried that, no?
Yeah, that
NVIDIA.
we could say is the Mac, but the Kemu Mac version.
Does it
That's
run?
easy. Yeah.
Should I check it? Okay, I'm checking it. NVIDIA, it's work in progress. ARPI, we already have a ticket to debug. It's an upgrade from Alpine, but that also involves ARPI. So if it works, it works. We check it. From non-Hadron to Hadron, that's the ticket from Alpine to Hadron. Hopping means
Yeah.
upgrading, I guess.
Yeah.
Why is this a legit way to install Hadron? I don't know.
Because the idea is telling people, oh, yeah, we don't provide any more Ubuntu images. If you want, you can jump to Hadron. And we have to make sure that that is a valid path, that it works.
And they would get an enormous state partition for no reason.
That's good for the future.
When
It's
Hadron grows
also a
up.
bit. Okay, that is in the case only where they are using the old upstream Ubuntu images, right? Not if they have their bring your own Ubuntu image. Because otherwise there could be a lot of package installs in that Docker file. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, indeed, but they have to adapt. I mean, this is for. I'm not sure who
Just
is
an
this for.
upgrade. Switching, right? There's a switching to Hadron, making it easy for
Yes.
people to switch if they feel brave. Okay. Boards that we already support, that sounds like NVIDIA. Long-running workloads. I don't know. What does that mean? We don't have a long-running cluster anywhere except for the CI. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more like not stress test, but
a lot
like
of
doesn't kill itself, after 2 days. Things like obvious things, to test.
Need some setup. I mean, we can run it on AWS. We have images there, although it's broken now. It doesn't upload. But
I have one. I have one cluster with Hadron already, which is long run. I'm starting to.
Oh,
nice. Now we're talking.
Come on. We shouldn't say such
living
things.
on the edge. Living on the edge.
I have to switch my Raspberry Pi, by the way, but it's a Raspberry Pi 5 and doesn't work yet. We have a ticket to fix it, but yeah.
Ichaka doesn't try to troubleshoot anymore on Raspberry Pi. Now it only does NVIDIA Tor.
Yeah, the expensive ones. If it's not 4K board,
I'm on a higher level, folks. I'm on a higher level.
Try CubeVip and our documentation cluster setup. What on earth? What's that? We have such a thing in our documentation. CubeVip. Doesn't say CubeVip anywhere.
The the HA, where is it? There's a high level available. Yeah, on the left, the first or second, I think.
Look, you can't read it because it's too long of a text. And what is this about? Just trying the docs and see if it works with Hadron. Okay, got it. Okay, so this has to stay. It's an epic. It stays there. We do it gradually. All good. I don't think we have anything else. Anything anybody wants to bring up? No? All right. I'm gonna stop sharing. Thanks everybody for joining, and have a good day.
Have a nice day, everyone. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.